While raiding a drug stash, the police stumble on a hidden attic. When they go up, the place is totally empty. But a loose exposed cable raises suspicion. A man gives the cable a light tug, and a secret compartment opens to reveal a shocking stash: $20 million. Hi everyone. Today I'm covering a newly released crime thriller called The Rip. The film's based on an unresolved true case, and the director got Oscar favorites like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Steven Yeun. With a great script and cast, it won't disappoint. September 4th, 2012. On a highway in Dade County, Miami, the narcotics chief Jackie gets an important tip. The lead is exciting, but their call is already being tapped. As Jackie steps out of his car to leave, he's ambushed. There's no mystery. The Dade County narcotics chief is killed. In the US, a cop's death shakes the whole department. Even more so when it's the head of narcotics. Because of the case's scope and severity, federal agents jump in and start questioning everyone involved. Jackie's unit is unusual compared to what most people expect. It's a 6-person tactical narcotics team, specializing in undercover work on drugs, guns, and unexplained cash. The other 5 members are Dane, the new captain who replaced Jackie; Byrne, Jackie's ex and Dane's friend; Mike, the lowest-ranking agent; Lolo, a stylish, edgy woman; and Desi, Jackie's favorite team member. One-by-one interviews show everyone sensing hostility. The Feds suspect either a mole inside the department or that Jackie himself was a mole. Those accusations, with no proof, hit everyone hard. The team insists they've always been tight. A mole within them is impossible. And calling Jackie a corrupt cop is an insult. Dane knows there used to be a squad called the Buster Unit, basically a SWAT-like arrest team, that was later disbanded after everyone got caught taking bribes. Maybe that history explains the Fed's suspicion. Byrne has a short fuse and can't accept the accusations. Jackie was his ex. Byrne argues with the Feds, partly because in rank they're equals, and partly because he's Jackie's older brother. To calm him down, Dane goes to find Byrne and talk things through. They calmly rehash Jackie's case. Dane thinks the Fed's theory isn't baseless. Usually drug dealers don't assassinate cops unless they want national heat. Byrne agrees, but says that even if there is a mole, it isn't one of them. He also warns that public questioning by the Feds will spook suspects. If they want to catch a mole, they need a wide net. Yet in their messy department, finding a mole is harder than catching a major drug kingpin. I hate it here now, man. I hate it. I hate being a cop, Dane says, heavy and defeated. Byrne knows Dane's under the most pressure on the team. A few days later, some cops who should have left on time hang back in the squad parking area, shooting the breeze. Mike brings up a big case. The narcotics team and federal agents once busted a drug den, but didn't find any cash at the scene. Byrne jokes that the money must have been huge and moved beforehand. He wants to see the site if anyone finds it. Meanwhile, restless Dane gets an encrypted tip with a full address, supposedly a cash stash for dealers. Dane seems unmoved by the tip itself, but the lit-up screensaver on his phone gives him pause. He looks determined, ready to do something big. At that moment, an armored counter-terror vehicle rolls up. From their DEA patches, they're clearly a narcotics task force. Their captain, Marty, is good with Byrne, and they joke as they meet. Byrne asks if the cash was taken by the narc squad or the Feds. Marty snaps back that corruption has happened in Dade County Police before, but only in special squads. Dane appears, dark-faced, changing the light mood. He tells everyone he just got a Crime Stopper tip pointing to a cash hideout, and orders them to follow him and conduct the mission right now. No one wants overtime, but the unit's under investigation. To avoid losing their jobs, they all go. Desi asks how much cash. Dane dodges, estimating $250,000. As Desi goes for her car, Mike rushes over, asking if they're calling the local precinct and how much money there actually is. Dane answers truthfully. The tip said $150,000. 4 cars and a motorcycle, 5 people on their own vehicles. Head to Hialeah, a city in Dade County under the team's area. Hours later, they drive into a neighborhood and stop at the end of a street. A greenhouse in the middle looks like the stash location. The nearby buildings are garages or warehouses. Lolo's main job is to mind the sniffer dog, which immediately goes berserk as soon as they get out. Clearly something valuable is inside, and likely more than expected. Seeing Dane approach, Lolo asks how much money is inside. Dane says $75,000, which Lolo doubts. The dog's reaction suggests much more. It becomes clear Dane is hiding the full amount. But why? They knock. A woman named Desi answers. By protocol, police need a warrant and the resident's signature to search. When they storm the place, it's cluttered, but the sniffer dog detects something on the second floor. Dane and Byrne move to open the attic. Desi, is there anybody in the attic? No. Okay, good, she replies. The attic is tiny and neat compared to the mess below. Desi claims she's never been up there, so Dane grows more suspicious. An exposed cable catches Byrne's eye. He gives it a tug, and a hidden panel in a central statue opens. They peer inside and find several red buckets. They tell Mike and Lolo to smash the wall to get them, while Dane and Byrne question Desi. Desi says the house is her grandmother's, still in probate. She only moved in 2 months ago and doesn't know what's inside, much less that money is stashed in the attic. That defense leaves Byrne speechless. Unexplained cash brings liability, and holding someone else's dirty money can be prosecuted. But if the house isn't legally hers yet, maybe she can avoid charges. Someone notices a code written as AWTGG. What does it mean? Are we the good guys? Someone asks then. Okay, sorry. How about the other one, WAAWB? We are, and always will be, comes the reply. Suddenly upstairs, Mike and Lolo shout. They've found a lot of hidden buckets in the wall. It's basically certain the cash is in there. Dane opens one, and the sight is breathtaking. One red bucket contains $1.4 million. There appear to be 14 more buckets, roughly $20 million in total. The amount shocks everyone. None have seen money like this. Dane orders everyone not to contact the outside world and to hand over their phones and stay on site, including Desi. The move puzzles the team, especially Byrne, who sees it as a trust breaker. Dane gives no long explanation and doesn't confiscate Byrne's phone. After all, he and Byrne are the unit's core. When asked what the tip said, Dane originally told them $300, but the Crime Stopper call was for $300. That shocks him. Fuck, I'm in more trouble, roughly. Dane has the team move the buckets into the garage to figure out what to do with the dirty cash. Normally they'd count and report it to the department, but Byrne objects. The sum is so huge that even a $1 discrepancy would trigger internal investigations and penalties for the whole team. Dane insists on no outside contact until he decides what to do after counting everything. While they argue, Lolo asks to use her phone to say goodnight to her kids. Dane refuses, warning that if the dealers find out their money was discovered, they'll come back and try to take it. There could be a violent showdown at any moment. Byrne wants to call his federal brother or Marty from the narc squad, which wakes him up to the danger. Desi clearly knows about the cash, but the cops can't do much to her yet. Mike then reports a police car honking on the street. It could be the dealer's reinforcements. Dane and Byrne rush outside. 2 uniformed officers sit in the car with hostile expressions. Dane and Byrne identify themselves and order the patrol car away. Instead of leaving, the patrol cops argue and threaten to report the unit for not filing paperwork. Byrne recognizes the passenger as a member of the old Buster unit. After the Buster unit was disbanded, half were suspended and half fired, but this implies exposure. The situation is leaking. To be safe, Dane tells Byrne to get protective gear for everyone and the dog. Meanwhile, the team has moved all 15 red buckets. They plan to count the cash in the garage. Mike wonders why Dane isn't notifying superiors. Dane has already taken everyone's phones. Everything they're doing breaks procedure. Lolo stays quiet and follows orders. Dane and Byrne return with bulletproof vests. Dane opens a bucket and explains how to handle the money. Leave labeled sealed bundles alone. Only open torn or unlabeled ones. Lolo and Desi stay in the garage to sort. Mike goes outside to watch. Outside, Mike scans the area and pulls a hidden phone from his pocket after a quick look around. Back inside, Dane questions Desi again. This time she admits she knew the cash was connected to dealers, but not the amount or exact location. The phone in the room rings. Ignoring Desi's pleas, Byrne answers. After hanging up, Byrne pulls Dane aside and asks why he lied about the tip amount. The call said $150,000, yet Dane told everyone $300,000 at one point. Byrne worries Dane might be planning to cheat and keep some money. Dane stammers and can't explain, making Byrne suspect Dane's motive. In the garage, they're halfway through sorting. Lolo vents that she earns $80,000 a year, but endures insults, setups, and risks. Maybe grabbing a few bundles secretly would make her feel better. Desi replies that if you took this job, you accept its dangers. Burns secretly calls Marty from the narc squad and explains the situation. Marty says he already suspected Dane was shady. Why else wouldn't he report such a huge amount? Marty adds that Dane seems unstable. Medical bills, a lost son, a collapsed marriage. Can he really run this unit? Burn feels some relief. If Marty brings backup, they can control the scene. Dane walks into the garage and speaks quietly with 2 team members about reporting a small amount and skimming the rest. Desi overhears and panics. Dane's plan to skim is finally clear. At the same time, every house on the street suddenly lights up, but no one's visible outside. The cars that had been parked are gone. The eerie lights blink with a pattern. Mike feels a chill. Burn recognizes the blinking as Morse code. The street might be under dealer control. He tells Mike to alert Dane, while Burn goes to check ahead alone. Dane calls the captain and reports the unit found $150,000 in dirty cash. Desi hears clearly. She didn't expect things to get more complicated. Mike enters the room, and Desi tells him what she heard. As they whisper, Dane hears the noise and comes out. The atmosphere turns tense. Mike explains there's trouble outside. Burn sent him. Dane senses Desi may have heard the conversation and told Mike about the skimming plan. After the 2 men leave, the phone rings again. Desi fears dealer retaliation and asks the women inside to free her handcuffs. Desi picks up and only hears a single threat. If they don't leave the house within 10 minutes, everyone will be killed. Meanwhile, Dane quizzes Desi about what she told Mike. An unsure Mike gives some excuse. A little later, they head to Burns' house together to check things out. Mike notices Dane's face is very dark. The whole situation is dangerous, and the identity of the mole is still unclear. Dane breaks the silence by ordering Mike back. He goes to find Burn. Mike obeys, filled with a bad premonition.